Okay, won't be long, guys. Good. Resume. You're recording. Good. You're charging. Okay, perfect. Okay. Don't blink, it's your brain. Welcome to Welcome to our show. I'm doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this 16 May 2025. Today we're playing the tower. It is a very AFK tower, so we're not talking a lot. We're just enjoying the game for what it is. No strategy, just enjoy the game. We have Chiller Park Boys. We have my drink. We have an ice cream because today is a very warm day. It is 28 degrees Celsius. Now I am a bit worried about the phone. Is it gonna be overeating? But we'll just have to see. Oh, by the way, we're making videos a bit earlier, so we got the sun in the on the balcony. Okay, so I think I'm watching porn on this one. Thank God we paused. Thank God we paused. We paused. Don't blink. It's your boy Ink. Welcome to our show. We're doing on the 16th May 2025. We are watching Trailer Park Boys. We're filming some videos. We're gonna have a good day. Before we even start our day, I wanted to talk about the cheating. I have cheated today, and again, you guys know that we're trying to lose some weight, but I cheated. So in the care of being truthful and honest, I'm going to be showing you what I cheated with. Now, please add to this a simple Ben & Jerry and another ice cream. I'm not going to get them out because it is warm AF outside. I don't want them to melt. So, Ben & Jerry, 2 Ben & Jerry, 1 ice. Ben & Jerry chocolate chip cookie core. We have a churros. We have a crunchy caramel Magnum. So now for the snacks, we have couple sea salt. We haven't tasted these. There's a lot of food. Now, I would like to say there's a reason for me cheating. We're doing better, but this weekend we're going to be doing the 24 hours of Elden Ring, so I'm going to need some food. We got 2 chips of Ruffle. I haven't had Ruffle in a while, so I'm super excited. We have Ruffle sweet and spicy. Never had those. Cheddar and sour cream. I believe I've had those, but I don't remember them. And that's why we're going to be tasting them again. We have poutine Ruffle, which I'm really excited about. I know Canadian and poutine. We have Takis. Takis I'm usually not used with. However, these are brand new and they're non-spicy. So I didn't even know that Taki was doing non-spicy stuff, which I'm really excited. We got a couple of meat because we went to a bit of a fancy restaurant, so we have French meat. So this is some of my favorite stuff. This is some of my favorite freaking stuff. This is not what I'm looking for though. There we go. We have these. So I want to show you guys this. This is very special, right? So this is French sausage. So what I do with these are incredible. These are dried sausage. They're greasy. They're amazing. I believe there's some. This is how they do it. Another Savoie. These are my favorite stuff in the whole entire world. As far as meal go, this is my favorite thing. We do have Weather Original popcorn, which I'm excited for. The next thing I'm going to show you, I'm excited for even more. Again, yes, we are cheating. Yes, we are cheating for 24 hours. However, as you saw, most of these products are completely different. So we're going with not 1, not 2, but 3. 3 of Pringle limited edition hot one. I didn't even know they were doing hot one chips. So we have the barbacoa Los Caliente. We have the hot one, the Rojo. I love that they put the spice bottle on top of it. And we have hot one. We have this one, which is Verde. What is really cool is they're putting the level of heat 554. So that's really, really, really nice. We do have more Pringle because I don't usually go with that. We have pizza Pringle, never had it, which is crazy. And we have grilled corn, which I never had also. So again, all of these are new product. Now, I technically was honest, technically wasn't. With the Monster Energy drink, there's not that enough flavor for me to go around with the new one. So we're going back with the original, no sugar. So this is something that we did taste. Nothing new right here. We have this, which we tasted twice in the same week. So I don't really remember what these taste like. In these Bang Unicorn Energy, we did taste it already. However, this is a very special product because we used to eat that shit like there's no tomorrow. We used to drink it like there's no tomorrow. It's one of my favorite energy drink for a little bit of time. And finally, we have, this one is new. It's a guava monster, so that's new. And there you go, that's a cheating. Again, you can judge me all you want. It's not gonna do shit to me. However, at least I'll be able to say I was honest. And I can look at myself in the mirror and say, you know what? You fucked up, but, you know. Trina. See, too warm. Too warm. Can't film for shit. Because it's too warm. Okay. We're 10 minutes in and it's too warm. What do you know what I'm gonna do? Long damn night in a city that ain't with me. The little bitch. No religion. Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to our show. Because doing well, because I'm having a wonderful day on this 16 May 25. Today we're doing an announcement. This is a bad news. You'll be seeing very short nature corn. You're gonna be seeing very short videos. And when we're gonna be filming, you're gonna be seeing a lot of different landscapes. So the reality is, in the summer, the weather gets really warm. Like for example, today is 28. We're able to film 10 minutes before the phone overheat, which is crazy, not good. So yeah, so there's gonna be a lot less nature corn and a lot less content. It's gonna be more at night. At night is actually way nicer. It's actually way calmer. So I hope you guys don't mind. I hope you guys are understanding. And we'll no matter what, we'll make it work. I promise you that we'll make it work. Love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to our show. I'm doing well because we're having a wonderful 16th May 2025. It is warm AF outside. It is a temperature that is, some people will say a killer. That's why we're going to be going with ice cream. We're going to go with chocolate chips. We're going to go with Ben & Jerry very own chocolate chip cookie dough core. So I did say this on the channel, but I was watching the chat. I was watching this my Ben & Jerry because again with the warmth and I was kind of dieting. I was like, you know what? Let's relive the dream of eating whatever the fuck we want. And I think that I was absolutely very harsh with this one. The reason why we were harsh is because yes, if you're asking me, I do prefer a little piece of cookie dough. If you're asking me, the cookie dough Ben & Jerry is one of my favorites. It's my original. So I'm very protective over it, but they still took something that was very popular. And they still did something that was kind of cool. They still did something that was different. They took a risk. And I'm gonna ask you a simple question: what other ice cream company takes risk? You have time to answer. Don't worry. So cookie dough core, chocolate chip cookie dough core. You see, it was out of in the sun for a couple minutes, 12 minutes to be exact. It's melting. It's a heat wave right now. So now technically we're cheating because everything that's cold on a warm day will feel fantastic. So yeah. Let's see what we have here. We have, of course, the ice cream. A little bit of delicious. Chocolate chip cookies. And it's just so simple. Like the amount of time that you had a vanilla ice cream with chocolate chip. It's crazy. And now look at the core. You see this shit? It's kind of cool, dude. It's kind of cool. With the core, like this, there's always 3 ways of looking at things. Letting it go like that, letting it grow, and then it grow. The heat is getting to my brain. There's 3 ways of thoughts with the core. Either you let it like that, you have a bit of core, you have a bit of ice cream, which is nice. Either you mix it in, right? Or there's 2 then. There's 2. Me, I'll have a couple of spoonful of each. Look at this, look at this. Look at the core. Yeah. Uh, Not the best, but not bad. Mm. So cold. It's boring. Vanilla is good. Chocolate chip is good. The cookie dough core is nice, and it's really, the texture is actually quite nice. So you have multiple ways of. Oh, look at the bird! Look how close he is. You see it? Beautiful. Um, there's two ways. There's your cookie dough that you gotta buy in store, which is frozen. You put it in the microwave, or the cookie dough that you make yourself. They went with the homemade cookie dough texture, which is kind of nice. However, I do prefer the crunchiness of a normal cookie dough. Mm. Mm. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's pretty good. I am so sorry, guys. From now on, I don't have a choice. I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to do this because it's too warm outside. It's for 10 minutes and then it stops, so I don't have a choice. I'm so sorry. You'll be seeing this from now on. It's overeating the batteries. It's overeating the phone. John Link, say bye, Yink. Welcome to the show. Because we're doing well. It's 16th May 2025. Today we're doing good. Today we're doing, it's warm outside, so we're having a little bit of ice cream and it's delicious, but we're missing a drink. So we are also watching Trailer Park Boys Season 2. We're rewatching it. We're playing Tree Time the Tower, which is great. However, we are facing a situation of extreme thirst, so why not have a energy drink? And why not have something that we never had before? So again, we're going with the Ghost that I have never tasted it. I have never had it. So I'm quite excited to get it. I'm quite excited to get it. We got the Energy Zero Sugar. We have Cherry Limit. We have the bottle. I'm in love with the bottle already. You got the green and the red. And what you see is the green, red. It's like the inside of a watermelon. The brain is getting to my, the heat is getting to my brain, so I don't have. There's a spider in my ice cream. Wanna see it? You guys afraid of spiders? Love spiders. Love spiders. Nazdrovia, they say in French. So we have Cherry Limit. You know what? I'm so affected by the heat wave that I was talking about the green and the red, and I thought I was thinking about watermelon. When it's Cherry Limit. Cherry Limit, we did have it. We did have it with, I want to say Monster, but I'm not sure. I want to say Reign, but I'm not sure. And I mean it. I'm pretty sure it was Reign. It was Reign. So it was Reign when we still thought that Reign was one of Monster. Nazdrovia. Really nice. Really nice. This is my third time having this is my third time having some Ghost. We can kind of tell what the blend is. It's very gummy wormy, a very gummy worm. We had this taste with it was more so present in the first one we had, which was pink lemonade. Then we had the orange cream cycle, a bit less. This was a lot more. Very gummy, wormy, which I love. Very sweet. And in this one way, it's actually perfect. It's a perfect flavor because the cherry you want it sour. Now this is where it gets complicated. With the lime, you would like a bit more citrusy, right? Technically not, because lime is sweeter than lemon, and lime is sweeter than grapefruit. So if you want a citrusy, you gotta go with grapefruit. You're gonna go with lemon. You're gonna go with you're gonna go with those two for a more a more citrusy. My apologies. You're gonna go with the more grape citrusy flavor, and with this lime, it's still sweet. You're still getting the taste of the sweetness. The biggest points I'm gonna give, I'm gonna get my apologies. I'm not used to drinking energy drink anymore, so like I said, water is destructive. What I'm gonna get the most point to is the preciseness of the flavor. This is why to me this is a perfect. I can really taste the gummy wormy from the blend. I can really taste the cherry. I can really taste the lemon. The lime. It is sweet, but there's clear taste for the three of them, which is real nice. And that is pretty much it. So on that note, I love you, that you matter, and I'll see you guys very soon. Take it easy. Peace. See? No, I have a children. I have to check. I'm worried. Are you still getting hot? You're getting hot. She's a little bit warm. She's running a little high. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to our show. If you're doing well because I'm having a wonderful day, this is a very short video where we talk about mental health. I've been talking about mental health every single day of the week of last week, so this is the main part of the content right now. I think it's important to go when it's negative, but I think it's also important to go when it's positive. Right now you can see that we're chilling on the balcony. We've been doing nature core and we've been going out more, which is amazing. Right now it's a heat wave. It is 29 degrees Celsius, which is felt. We still have some ice cream. We still have delicious cherry limit Ghost. So it's still good. It's been really helpful. It's been really honestly, guys, it's been, how can I say this? Okay, not like that. I told you guys multiple times that when it was winter, when I was doing TikTok live, you guys are the reason why we're doing better. And that is completely true. Me talking to people that I care about, me talking to people that I like, really helped me out. But if I'm being completely honest, it's such a different feeling. Most of the time when I'm outside, I'm gonna be feeling better. So it's kind of like a similar thing, but very different. You see, with you guys, it's a lot more. Like for example, it's weird. When I talk to people, right, it'll be a long-lasting effect because I'll be reminiscent. Sorry. I'll be reminiscent of the conversation that we had. I'll be reminiscent of the moment that we had. It's just fun. Over the weather, and it's the weather is short term. The weather is passive. So with you guys, I want to have conversation. We did a live TikTok live 2 days ago, and somebody was talking to me, and I love this person, but I don't think that they knew that it was in depression. So talking about their problem, and I was like, ugh, it's bringing me down. But at the same time, and that's why they did a long video about that, and it's not meant to be, right? And ultimately speaking, in a day like today where we are feeling a little bit better, I don't know if it's because we did been doing TikTok live twice in this week, or is it because of the weather? But the weather has been affecting me in a positive fashion. Now, it's so funny because I have been trying so hard to heal. I have been trying so hard to come back, and I'm always saying, guys, we're healing. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. And now, I was supposed to do a short video. I apologize. I'm deeply sorry. As much as I said I wanted to come back, we also have had the idea of giving up making content. I also had lately a couple times ideas of giving up and no motivation. Mm. 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 I'm so sorry. Now what I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna check if the phone is still recording because it might overeat. You're still good. You're still good. Are you still working? Yeah, you're good. You're good. It's a shame because I do want to film more on the outside, but the phone gets so hot. Like I was saying, okay, so you know what? Fuck it. I'm so sorry. I promise you a short video. It's gonna be a long video. I apologize. See, for 4 years now, we've been thinking about making content, and we've been having some positive offset of making content. And those positive offset are, we're thinking more about our life. We're thinking more about X, Y, Z. Even right now, the sun has left the balcony, and it's all good. This afternoon will be raining horse cocks. I don't really mind. But it's been beneficial, and we've been thinking about it, and this is the first time I really thought about my mental health. My mental health, and I feel like I'm sorry, Dad. I love you, Dad, but I feel like it's my dad's fault. My father is very talkative, just like me, but it doesn't talk when it comes to emotion, right? And in my case, I think that's, even as a kid, I was raised like, it doesn't matter what you eat. And my father would say, it doesn't matter what you eat as long as you eat. So it doesn't matter how bad you feel as long as you heal, right? This is really good. Go Cherry Lemonade, recommended. And it's not normal to have in the same week an idea of wanting to come back when I'm gonna come back. It's not a normal idea to be wanting to give up in the same week. So now I'm more relaxed. I'm enjoying talking to you guys, right? I'm enjoying the nature. Yesterday was one of the most decisive day of the 2025 year. What happened yesterday? There was a shitty sunrise, and I was like, you know what? Fuck you. So today is Friday. On Wednesday, we went out and did a a night stroll, which really felt good. We went back, and yesterday I saw one of the most beautiful sunrise I have seen in my entire life. I took pictures of it. It is gorgeous. I cannot wait for you guys to see it. It is so beautiful. But regardless, that's not important. The important part was yesterday I was like, I forced myself to be happy, and it worked, you know? You gotta take it day by day. My biggest mistake ever when it comes to content creation, and that's completely my fault, is I've always been treating content creation as a plan A. Now, in a dream world, this is still plan A. I love making content, it's still plan A. But the reality is, it might not be a plan A. It might be a plan B, it might be a plan C. You see all of those people that are super famous online, and they did something before they made content, right? They didn't get lucky. And I was like, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna try it no matter what. And it didn't work, but you know what, it's completely fine. It is completely fine, because at the end of the day, we're pushing forward the idea that I didn't want to talk about this. I didn't want to talk about that. I I I never envisioned making content. I know that's not true, but hear me out. So when I was making content, when I started making content, I was working. My plan A was making content in here. In reality, my plan A was working. It doesn't matter how I perceive things. It doesn't matter how I view things. At the end of the day, I was working, so we were paying the bills. Then even last year, technically speaking, again, I think it's really important. It's really important to go in the details. We're doing season 2 of Theater Park Boys, my favorite season. Last year, if I'm being completely honest, my plan was making content, but I was getting money from the government. So my plan A was still the work. It wasn't work in itself, but it was still making a salary, a stable salary. Stability is important, right? And in October, I had my depression, right? And in October, I had my depression because I worked too hard. I wasn't sleeping well. You guys know that in October, I had my burnout, right? And I had my burnout, and you guys know why. I was filming. I was filming 20 videos a day. But there's also an event in October that happened that I haven't mentioned. And this, again, is too much information that I don't care. I had unemployment, which is, again, a program that helps you find a job. The unemployment ended in September. Yeah. And then we had my depression, and then we were making content, but even then the content, I wasn't in plan A. And I think the problem that we have right now, these idea of I'm motivated to make content versus I want to give up making content, because it doesn't make any sense, right? I have to check if this is still filming, because if it isn't, I have to put it in the fridge. See? I'm sorry, guys. Well, it's not filming. The phone overeat, which is okay. It's perfectly fine. It's because we're doing 2 things in a row. We're doing the filming and we're doing the nature corn. So we never had a discussion, and it's so fucking weird. It's the concept is just insanity. I didn't have the conversation of this is a plan B. Why is it crazy? Because I have to have this conversation with myself. This is really odd. This is really weird. You're not used to talking to yourself, right? Oh man. The only conversation that I have with myself is me prompting myself, come on man, come on, you got this. You're rough with yourself, right? And then technically speaking, if again you're looking at it as a more a shrinking a shrink way of talking about it, you're talking to yourself. Right now I'm making a video, yes, but I am talking to myself. I am absolutely fucking talking to myself. You can agree, you can disagree. Technically speaking, it doesn't matter if you agree or disagree. I am talking to myself. Now, why is it such a hard concept? Because we've been making a video for 40 years, right? So we've been making video for 4 years, so technically we've been talking to ourselves for 4 years. So why is it still such a difficult concept is because in 4 years, I can promise you one thing. I have to just imagine the number of hours that I have of content for 4 years. And all these hours are time of me talking to myself, right? I never talk to myself after the camera. I never talk to myself. And to me, it's still this crazy concept of don't talk to yourself. That's nuts, bro. That's nuts, right? But it's healthier. It's healthier because you're externalizing what you're feeling. Yesterday, I had a really good talk with my mom, and you guys know how much I love my mom. You guys know that I'm a mama's boy, true and true. As an adult, I'm close to my father because he lives closer, but because we're kind of the same mentality, right? But it's let's put it like that, right? I'm a mama's boy. The second I talk to my mom, I'm a mama's boy. But when I'm not talking to my mom, the way I'm thinking, and the way I'm thinking, I'm recognizing my father. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is what my father would say. This is weird. And my mom yesterday, she was asking me how I was doing mental health wise because she knew I was depressed, and I have to compare again. I hate doing this, but I have to compare again. I talked to my father, and I told my father, I'm seeing this social worker. And my father's reaction was, what the fuck was a social worker gonna do? What the fuck does a social worker gonna do, right? But it's not true because, technically speaking, and my mom wasn't like, oh, my mom said, and that's a crazy thing. My mom said, I'm glad you're talking to someone. It didn't matter who I was talking to. I'm glad you're talking to someone. And that was insane. That was really insane. Because then you realize, and this social worker, now this is me being oversharing, this is me being completely transparent. I got the same thing on my father. When I was seeing the shrink, I'm not gonna say who it was, even if I say you don't know him, but this guy was an asshole. This guy would come and see me, he wouldn't look at me, he would take notes, he would ask the same question every single time I saw him, and then, okay, see you next week. And I was like, you're filling up a form, dude, you know? And the social worker, I've had her, and the first time I was talking to her, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with you? Who are you? But then we had a talk, and then my mom, she's right. My father is right, but my mom, she's right. My father will say, this is classic Réjean. What's my father's name? This is classic Réjean. Don't call a plumber to fix your front deck. And technically, he's right. My mom mentality is, doesn't matter what they do, if they want to help, this is all they need to do. If they want to help, this is the most important part. And she's right too, right? And a social worker, she's been really nice. And my mom, yesterday she said something which was so nice. She said, I'm glad you're talking to someone. Now, I could have told my mom I'm seeing a fucking plumber, and she'll be like, oh, I'm glad that you're seeing someone, you know? And yeah, it's nuts. It is nuts. I just don't know. But you know what I know? And please understand, I'm not playing victim here. I don't know how well we're doing. I don't know how well we will be doing. But right now, I can tell you 3 things. I can tell you 4 things that's working really well. I'm being more healthy as how much I work. I'm not overworking. I'm working depending on how much energy I have, which is good. Second thing, I can tell you that Nature Corn and you guys talking to you guys has been helping me. I can tell you that I have a better relationship with my parents and with my friends. Now, better relationship with my parents and friends, that's completely my fault. I was putting cotton before. My father was like, hey, why don't you come and take a coffee? I'm like, I can't, I'm working. I'm a priority, you know? And ultimately speaking, I was right because you need to work in life, but ultimately speaking, he was right because it's nice to work, but my father has the mentality of a 9 to 5, right? And the 9 to 5, uh, the 9 to 5 is weird. The 9 to 5 is weird because you go in, and the second you leave, right? With me, I don't care what time it is. You know? I don't fucking know. We were talking about placebo effect before, yesterday. And yeah. Anyway, long story short, this is it for today. Love you guys. Take it easy. Overeat again. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna be doing what we can, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Stop trying to fix things that you can't fix. Work with what you have. Right? Something like that. Don't blink. Yes, you blink. Welcome to the Welcome to our show. Visiting Wildcats are having a wonderful day on the 16th May 2025. We are watching Trailer Park Boys Season 2. I fucking love that show. And guess what? Today we're talking about something that we're watching. So this is one of the videos that is a dream to make. Not a good dream, but just a weird dream. Because this video, I made this exact video a year ago. I made this exact video a year and a half ago. So when did we do the video? And this I'm excited. I'm actually excited to do it because the mentality is there. I want to get into it. So I'm going to tell you what is the subject, and then I'm going to be telling you why I decided to make it. So first of all, super simple. Let's roll, yeah. Watching Trailer Park Boys Season 2, it's so good, dude. Yeah, my ice cream, guys. 29 degrees today. And it's so cool. Okay. So, I was cruising along Netflix as a procrastinator, or I like to call myself the chosen one, the prodigy, the professional procrastinator. I was watching Netflix and something came up, and it was the it's in French, L'Envers du Sport, which is the behind the scenes of sports. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is in English. But they had something on Liver King. Now, technically speaking, who is Liver King? Liver King is a YouTuber that did some weightlifting content. It was in a huge controversy because he was promoting I'm sorry. We had Cherry Limit. He was promoting a lifestyle that will get you gain and will make you strong and an alpha. And then he was selling product, which is, again, in this lifestyle, you want to look like me? This is what I do. This is what I work out. I'll give you this is to me, this is very smart. And I'll tell you, this is going to be a long video, so please sit down, grab a drink, have some fun. Let's enjoy yourself. Let's take our time. Okay, so he was going to show you the workout for free, but he was going to sell you product. For example, raw meat, raw protein, right? Why was this guy so important to me? Why was Liver King so important to me? He wasn't. I never watched a video of Brian. That's his real name. However, I like Brian. I really enjoy Brian. So when he came out and said, I'm doing roids, right? I'm doing roids. Okay, this is gonna get me a lot of hate, but I do not give a fuck. Wanna hate? Hate me. He came out and said, hey, I have been lying to you guys. I've been doing some steroid. This is why I have the physique that I have. People were outraged. Oh, you're a liar. Oh, I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you. The reality is, you buying a product from a YouTuber, and you don't make your researches, right? And when you do your researches, and tell you something, I'll tell you something. I'm pro roid usage. I'm pro roid usage for a couple of reasons. One of my favorite YouTubers right now is Sam Sulek. I love Sam Sulek. And Sam Sulek, he doesn't do roids, but he does take some, gear. And I love Sam. Why do I love Sam so much? Sam is super smart. He had a passion, he had a dream, and he started doing YouTube. And then he got huge. But the plan wasn't to do YouTube, he just wanted to work out, right? But my love for Sam comes from a love from somebody else. And it's at the core of who I am. It is at my genesis. I talked about this person multiple times. Here we go. It is the one, the only Rich Piana. Rich Piana was doing roids. Rich Piana was open about doing roids. Rich Piana also sold some stuff. He sold some pre-workout. He sold some egg white. He sold some pre-made meal. He sold protein cookies. He never told you you're gonna get this physique. Now Brian did. Liver King did. He did say that you're gonna get this physique, right? But the thing with roid is actually, and again, I feel like I have to defend people because I have this deep love of the sport of bodybuilding. It doesn't look like it, but at 18 years old, bodybuilding really, really, really helped me out. So why did bodybuilding really, really, really help me out? Well, because I was the ADHD kids who, since a very young age of 6 years old, was forced to do some ADHD medication. And I would get results, but I was a zombie. Working out was the natural way to escape energy, to release energy, and to be normal in class. I had better grades. I was guys, I don't think you understand. You don't understand. I was 18 years old. I was a weird kid in class that was a zombie because he was under so much lithium. Please understand, I'm not against medication, ADHD medication. They saved my life. The reason I'm able to talk to you guys, the reason I'm able to do complete sentences, and again, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I'm watching the way I write. I still make mistakes, but I'm seeing how people write, and they write like, I'm like, did you go to school? And I don't want to be a dick, but still. I was this weird kid that had this medication. I started working out. I wasn't eating. So the problem with the medication is it'll stop you from eating. It'll cut your appetite. Because I was working out, I was eating more. Was I eating complete meal? No. Was I eating a lot more? Yes. I love Trailer Park Boys. I love this. I love Trailer Park Boys. Season 2, baby. That is so good. So then what happened is, I really didn't work it out. Move forward 3 years. I'm in my own apartment. I'm broke as fuck because I don't work. Do you know where I put most of my money? In gym equipment. I was working out. I had my best shape at 22 years old. Yeah. That's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. I'm guessing it's like this is my favorite part. Sorry, we're watching Battle Pit. It's so good. You don't fucking talk to him like that. Oh, we should try for our voice season 2, guys. Wow. Wow. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting emotional. So yes, I would always have this love for this, and then, so already there was question of algorithm, and I was looking for workouts. So I was watching Jeff Said, Aziz, and then I didn't meet, but I found out the channel of Rich Piana. And Rich Piana was completely different. He had tattoos. I wanted tattoos. The guy was swearing. I was watching Trailer Park Boys. This is not planned. I swear to God, this is not planned. I was watching Trailer Park Boys. These guys were my fucking idol, and they were swearing. This guy was getting the girls. He was working out, but then he never said, and he always been for real about usage. And back in the days, I was also watching Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler. That wasn't talking about usage, and I was like, you know what? You should talk about usage. And then came out one of my favorite rapper. I know you don't think I'm a rap fan. I'm not. There's this guy I really enjoy listening to, and the name is T-Pain. For one, super talented. For two, super nice guy. For three, if you watch his Twitch, the guy is actually a really decent human being. But then T-Pain came out and he had those fucking autotunes, and everybody's like, yo, dude cannot sing for shit. And I was like, you know what? You're right. You can't sing for shit. And then I grew up and I started listening to Falling in Reverse. And Falling in Reverse, Ronnie Radke was my favorite artist. Fucking love Ronnie. Ronnie, super talented, but also super smart with the lyrics. And I saw one of his stream where he said, he was talking about how T-Pain had a beautiful voice. And I didn't believe him until I saw the video. And it was baby girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you. Let me buy you a drink. I'm T-Pain. You know me. And the voice of the guy was very, very, very good. Now, I know what you're saying. I know you got ADHD, but I don't get the resemblance between Auto-Tune and ADHD. Auto-Tune and Royd. Well, they're both an enhancement, but it's the hard work. You can have Auto-Tune. If you can't sing for shit, you can't sing for shit. You can have some Royd. If you don't work out, you don't work out, right? So, with going back all the way back to our boy, Mr. Brian Johnson or Liver King, you had to know if you ate what he sold you, if you did what he sold you, but you also worked out as much as he did, then you'll get results. The problem with Brian Johnson is he sold you this. The problem with him, this sure-proof way of getting built up. There's no sure-proof way. You work out, you eat well, you sleep well, fuck you, that's it. So we watched the documentary and I fell in love with it. Now, I did mention in the beginning of the video, which was 11 minutes ago, I did mention in the beginning of the video, we made this video before. So, I'm not a sports guy. I am not a sports guy. I always been wanting to get into sports. So we watched Beckham's, and I told you a year and a half ago we watched Beckham's, and I told you I want to get into sports. A year ago we watched Conor McGregor, because I wanted to get into sports. 4 months ago we watched Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I told you something. I told you I want to get into sports, and I never got into it. And it was 3 months ago that it completely changed my life. I never got into WWE because I'm French. But then on Netflix they released what? This is whom? This is Ellen Page, or Elliot Page, which was younger. Canadian Treasure. And we watched Vince McMahon, WWE background. And it was a documentary on sports. And then I fell in love with it. Oh, I got to the bathroom. Okay, you're good. What's that? And it was just great. Because again, the show business. And then I even watched Jake Paul documentary on Netflix. Am I a fan of Jake Paul? No. I don't dislike Jake Paul. I didn't like him back in the Team 10 days, but nowadays, does he bother me? Not really. I don't like Logan. I think he's a piece of shit. But Jake, I don't really care. So, all of that to say, we realized that, finally realized after 4 try of watching sports documentary or sports, that maybe the most important thing wasn't sports at all. Maybe it was the show business behind the sport, the fireworks behind the sports. Maybe all that ever mattered was the show that we were getting. And then with the show that we were getting, if you understand that, then you understand what you like. So maybe that's what I'm supposed to like. Maybe I never was meant to like sport. Maybe I was always meant to like for example, Gladiator. Or let's go with the UFC. I'll always think that Khabib is a better fighter than Conor. However, I prefer Conor because Conor is a better showman. He has a better showmanship. I used to watch UFC. Lerone. How can I forget Lerone? Lerone, who is Lerone? Lerone is UFC documentary on YouTube. I always like the show behind it. So this is me, to finish this video, this is me telling you that I am going to try once again for the X amount of time to watch sports documentary more and more. And of course, we'll recap it, we'll do a review out of it. And if you're lucky enough, I will be finishing on that. If you're lucky enough, in a year time, so the 16th May 2026, I'll be making a video once again about how I want to get into sports. Anyway, love you guys, take it easy, peace. Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to the show. It's doing well because I'm having a wonderful day for this last video of the day. We are of course doing a food review. We're reviewing Ruffles. Now, I'll be completely honest, Ruffle has lost a lot for me. Multi-window closed. The phone is too hot. That's okay. Because we're done. Ruffle has lost a lot of... It was my favorite chip before. It wasn't the best anymore. Just because I was... Ruffle... This is not a review anymore. This is a whole fucking story. Ruffle were my favorite chips. Just because they had the best flavor. But then those flavors start to become the same one. And then they changed their design for this. And I was like, it's still the same shit. You just changed the design. Fuck you. Right? But then... Lo and behold, I think we always come back to the scene of the crime. I think we always seem back at the scene of the crime. Always back at it. And now we have the Ruffle, but this time we have the poutine. The poutine. I really want to take a picture. So why is this so important? Why am I so excited about doing this? Because homies are telling me that this is limited edition. You guys know how I feel about limited edition. There's just a thrill out of it. Hey, I got this product, it's limited edition. And then company lies. I'm not saying Ruffle lie, because that would be slandering, which we are not doing on this channel. Or we'll add a little allegedly. Company will do that. They'll do like limited edition, never to be seen again. And then they'll wait a couple of years and they'll bring it back. I swear to God, I've had a poutine Ruffle before. I don't have proof that I did, but here's the proof that I'm doing it right now. So, Ruffle, once again, used to be the golden boy in my chip ranking. Imaginary ranking. We just did a video of sports. Fantasy team. There's a fantasy team, fantasy football team, fantasy hockey team. I had a fantasy chip team, and Ruffle was the captain. So we have poutine. Now, this comes with two warning. The first one, I'm gonna be very severe out of it. Because poutine is Canadian. Poutine is so poutine is a Canadian uh, tradition. Let's go with tradition. Yeah, tradition. Yeah, poutine is amazing. Poutine again. I made multiple videos tasting poutine. I made multiple videos talking about poutine. What is poutine? It's fries, gravy, and cheese. Now, why is poutine so important? Because so it all comes back to a very very specific time that has nothing to do with the creation of poutine. So us French Canadian Quebecois, we had this huge problem. We were farmers. We never had a training when it comes to. We never had a training when it comes to business. We never had a training when it comes to global. So we were very, very much farmers. Now, why am I repeating? We were very much farmers because being farmers is important. When you're in a farm, when you are a farmer, most of the time you're growing your crops, you're growing your animals, so you get meat, get milk, and you don't need anybody else. Why? Because the cow, the pig, the chicken will have kids, and you'll eat the parents, and then the kids, they will grow up, and then you'll eat the parents will grow up. Having a farm is a lot of build up, but once your farm is up and running, you'll never have to worry about anything else. And that's pretty much it. So then, long story short, the English came. We were so it's complex. We had a war where the English came and colonized us, which is why Canada speaks English, and Canada still worships the Queen, even though she's dead. She's still on her $20. So why is this important? Because they had a sense of business. So the Anglophone, they came. So this is a story on poutine. It's not even a review. We'll get to the review, I promise. So the Englishmen came and said, hey, you don't have a single inch of business, we'll teach you. It was a very big inequality. So for example, there was different stadium when it came to hockey. You would watch, the English would watch on one side, the French would watch on the other side. And it was our country, right? So it was terrible. And then even then, they would force you to speak English. They said, you want to work? You have to speak the I don't want to say it. You have to speak white. Speaking white means speaking English. You have to speak money. Speaking money meant speaking in English, right? So the French Canadian, some of us, I shouldn't be adding myself because we're making a video in English. Some French Canadian were like, fuck you, I'm not gonna do it. So these people became farmer, and they stayed farmer, and they became very poor. So with poutine, it's very cheap to have. So all you needed to have for poutine was beef stock, cheese that came from the cow, and potato. Potato is the cheapest crop to grow. It needs next to nothing, and it can resist pretty much everything. So that's number one. And number two, the cheese. If you had a cow, you know how to make cheese. It's super easy. And the beef stock, your cow will die, so you're gonna have beef stock, and there you go. You have poutine. So it's a Canadian staple, and it has this importance culturally speaking. Now, this is the first warning. I'm gonna be very critical. Why? Well, first of all, some of the additions, let's make it special. Second of all, this is a Canadian. And again, what I'm gonna say is gonna sound extremely racist. That's not the goal. It's a Canadian company. I can excuse Ruffle making a bad masala chip, because masala is Indian. But if it's poutine, you have to do it right. Now, the second warning, I'm going to be extremely critical of these, but in a good way, because I've had multiple poutine chips. So I had Lay's poutine chips, I had Pringles poutine chips, and those two companies do something that is horrible. So poutine is 3 ingredients. You can see it right here: fries, gravy, and cheese. Most of the company, they'll do, even to forgive, I have to forgive Lay's though, because Lay's came out with a poutine. People complain, and then they change it to disco fries. So disco fries is what? Disco fries is completely different. Disco fries is it's a poutine without cheese. So it's the gravy and the fries. That's disco fries. Most company, what they do is they'll give you a very good beef stock. They'll give you the chips is cheating, because the chip is made of potato. Potato are also the main ingredient for fries. They're the only ingredient for fries. So when you do a poutine chip, your potato is already covered. So what I want here is I want a different taste. I want to be able to say there is a gravy taste and there is a cheese taste. That's the goal here. Without further ado, let's get into the review. The first thing we're gonna be smelling is the smell. It's really nice. It's really, really, really nice. The main poutine is, again, it's the most simple beef stock. It's very salty. Now, a lot of people will say a better way to elevate your poutine, the simplest way is to just do a bit of pepper. Here we go. Smell is nice. Smell is nice. Very beefy. When I was growing up, this is a disgusting story. When I was growing up, everything that I ate was so freaking bland. I would have spoonful, and I swear to God, of beef stock. But the concentrate stuff, it was disgusting. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Really good. And somebody said hi. Is it exactly what you think it is? It tastes exactly how it should taste. Delicious, simple. Very strong taste of poutine. Oh yeah. Really nice. Potato is good, it's crisp. Now you can see here, you can see it's very subtle, but the secret to a good poutine is to keep the skin of the potato. There's a crispiness. I always complain about the fact that I'm not able to differentiate the cheese and the gravy. But there's such a strong poutine flavor that I don't need to. To me, you can blindfold me and I'll still be able to say this is poutine flavor. It is delicious. Now, I am not able to tell the difference between the gravy and the cheese taste, but there is a very, very positive thing. For me to taste like poutine, I could have told you this tastes really beef stocky. Now, I do like myself a fries and beef stock, a disco fries. I love that. But since it's not only beef stock, you can call it a poutine. As long as I can call it a poutine, as long as I'm enjoying the food, who gives a shit? Anyway, we're at 6%. I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Okay, next. Let's make some content. Okay, so, mission. Oh, let's go. Okay, that's good. That is wunderbar. Thirsty though. Ooh. Okay, I thought we were not recording anymore. Good. Good. And you're still recording here too, which is great.